Hey guys, Darren back again. This is a bit of a part 2 video from the first one, the NES Mini Teardown. I thought I'd just have a look at the controller as well. Let's just pull this apart as well. I've got an original board, controller and board next to me here, and I've got the NES Mini with the Wii style connector. I've also got a Chinese clone here as well, so we'll take a look at all of them if we have time. So let's pull this apart. Looking at this thing first off, it sits and feels like it sits in your hand really well. The buttons are very, very stiff and very responsive. Quite impressed with the build quality. And if you look at the back, we get, I think you can see that. So on the back of the controller here, this I think this means the CAN ICES-3. I think that means it adheres to a standard. Germany, so that's I think a manufacturing and safety or measurement standard, I think that is. Model is CLV-002, made in China, of course. So either way, it's very nice. It feels and responds like a genuine controller. And when I played it last night a little bit, it's quite nice to play. So quite impressed so far with the controller. So let's go ahead and pull this apart. Flip it over. We've got 6 Phillips head screws as usual. So I'll just go through and quickly whip these out. Okay, so turn it upside down. Should get 6 screws. There we go. Okay, so let's lift this up and have a look. Comes apart similar to the original. Okay, so the board's very different. So we've got our usual rubber and conductive membranes. Buttons are in a slightly different layout, but overall, yeah, it's actually completely different. So comparing the two boards side by side, or I might do it that way for you so you can see. FTM NES Controller 01. And on the side here, yeah, not too much to talk about. There's a little chip here. We'll zoom in on that in a second. So on the flip side, the original's got the old school chip on this side, and the new one, a completely different type of board altogether. Nice simple connector, and this chip up here. So let's zoom in on that. There you go. WCP 405. 1628EM475. So I'll look up that in a second. But yeah, quite well made. And taking a quick look at the clone board, yeah, this is a cheap Chinese clone. It's also vastly different to what we've just seen. There's almost nothing to it. This is, like, to be honest, these actually feel and play quite well. They're very surprising, but yeah, completely different. Interesting little bit of board that, but yeah, I wouldn't recommend getting one of these unless you really need to. But they do work. So put that aside, that's not really the subject of today's video. Yeah, look, pretty impressed with how this plays. So I'm going to go ahead and reassemble. First thing I'm going to do is pick up an extension cord for this controller, because these cords here are ridiculously short. So it's a bit of a design, I wouldn't say a flaw, but it's just a bit of an oversight, or maybe a cost-cutting exercise. Just way too short. So I'm going to pick up a Wii U style extension cable. So I'm going to order some extension cables for a few of my consoles actually, and some other bits and pieces I've been wanting to pick up. Alright guys, I'm going to put mine back together, but yeah, thanks for watching, and see you soon.